Tonight is a taste from Italy, chicken scallopini with thin spaghetti and green beans pancetta. It's going to be delicious, so stick around and we'll show you how we make it. My name is Mark Phillips. I've been in the food and beverage business for over 30 years. Throughout my career, I've had the opportunity to be in over 10,000 kitchens around the world. During the day, I work for Natalie, a squeezed fresh juice company from Florida. Each week, I travel to a different city and get the opportunity to call on some of the most amazing chefs in the industry. The Kitchen of Chef Mark is a channel dedicated to showing you how you too can make fine dining restaurant quality food right in your own home. We'll travel together, we'll cook together, and we'll have some fun along the way. Welcome to the Kitchen of Chef Mark. Now let's get cooking. Tonight is a taste of Italy. We'll be making a delicious chicken scallopini sauteed in butter, garlic, mushrooms, capers, lemon juice, and white wine. Why that dish tonight? Many years ago, my grandfather, Frank Ferrari, came to this country from Milan, Italy. He was a professional chef and he started a restaurant in Tarrytown, New York called Tappan Hill. It's still there. It was his love of cooking for others that inspired me to cook for people too. Then when I was 18 years old, I had the opportunity to visit my family in Milan, Italy for one whole week. We toured the city of Milan and we traveled to Venice too. The beauty of Italy, the culture, and the amazing food is what inspired our dinner plans tonight. So let's prepare our mise en place. We'll start out with 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to use a garlic puree and I will show you how to make that at another time. 1/4 cup of butter. Let that soften at room temperature. 2 skinless, boneless chicken breasts. Salt, pepper, and paprika. 4 ounces of sliced mushroom. 20 capers to taste, give or take. 2 tablespoons of Natalie's lemon juice. 1 cup of chicken stock. 1 cup of white wine. 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley. 2 lemon slices, green beans with the ends trimmed, 6 slices of thick cut bacon, and we'll cut those into pieces. You could also use diced ham, which is the real meaning of pancetta, but we're going to use bacon tonight. 2 to 3 shallots, and we will dice those up. Chicken scallopini should be nice and thin. So what we will do now is to place our chicken breast onto the cutting board and slice the breast in half long ways. Cover the chicken breast with a piece of plastic wrap. Then use your meat mallet to flatten the breast so that they are nice and thin. But don't beat the meat too hard, you don't want to put a hole in it. We cut the chicken breasts in half to make them into smaller pieces. Then we placed them into a plate of flour and dusted them evenly on both sides, knocking off any excess flour. Place the chicken into a pan of extra virgin olive oil at medium-high heat and saute the chicken for about 3 minutes on each side. Now take the chicken and place them into a sheet of aluminum foil. We're going to place the wrapped chicken into the oven at 170 degrees so that they'll stay warm. Now it's time to start making our sauce. We'll place the sliced mushrooms into the pan of olive oil and we'll give them a nice stir so that they're coated evenly. Now that the chicken is done, it's time to start working on our green beans. We'll place the green beans into a pot of salted boiling water for about 4 minutes. After the 4 minutes, take a strainer and scoop the green beans and place them into a bowl of ice cold water. This will ensure that the green beans stop cooking. Using a preheated cast iron skillet, place your bacon into the skillet and cook on both sides until you achieve the desired crispiness. Once the bacon is cooked, we will put it into a paper towel to remove the excess grease. Then we will put the bacon onto our cutting board and we'll start to cut it into evenly sliced pieces. Take your diced shallots and put them into the cast iron skillet and cook those for about 5 minutes. Take a chunk of the butter and put it into the cast iron skillet. Then take your garlic puree or your chopped garlic if you use that and put that into the pan on top of the butter and stir it evenly. And now put in your green beans and stir those thoroughly. Our final step on the green beans pancetta is to add our bacon back in, and then we will give everything a nice stir so that everything is mixed in evenly. Turn off the heat on the stove. You can leave the green beans pancetta in the pan on top of the stove, or you can put it into the warm oven. And now it's time to work on our chicken scallopini sauce. We'll place about 20 of the capers into the pan of the cooked mushrooms, and you could add a few drops of the caper juice too if you would like some extra flavor. Now pour in your 2 ounces of Natalie's lemon juice. Then pour in 1 cup of the Chardonnay wine. And then finally add 1 cup of the chicken broth. In order for the sauce to thicken, we will add in some flour and stir that in thoroughly. Let's get our pasta ready. Bring a pot of salted water to a boil and add in your thin spaghetti. We'll cook that for about 6 minutes until it's al dente. And now we're ready to plate. Take a piece of Italian parsley and put it onto the plate. Then take one of the sliced mushrooms and put it on top of the parsley. Now we'll take the drained spaghetti and we'll start to put that in the plate using a spaghetti spoon. And then we'll add our chicken scallopini, 1 slice at a time. And then using a pair of tongs, we will plate some of the green beans pancetta. Using a large spoon, pour some of the sauce over the chicken scallopini. Sprinkle the entire dish with some chopped dried parsley. Remember that your food has to look just as good as it tastes. So we will garnish our plate with some balsamic glazed dots. And there we have it, folks. Chicken scallopini over thin spaghetti with green beans pancetta. It was delicious. Until next time, bon appetit.